Okay. All right. Well, welcome to Thursday, Power 30. Yeah, I'm just excited to continue with the conversation that we started last week. I had told you that Genevieve did a great training with the jewels, and I really wanted to pass it along to you. So, I mean, it was just talking about everything that we're doing um, for setting ourselves up for success for leaders retreat, and which in turn means we're setting ourselves up for success in our business. Honestly, that's what we're doing, right? And the whole premise that Plexus has been working on is enrolling, retaining, and growing, and we're kind of focusing on the retaining piece. And we talked about how, like, if we enroll somebody in month one and we lose them in month two, it's just freaking hard. Like, it's just hard. And we don't want it to be hard. Um, and so, what we want to do, so I started talking a little bit about like retention, like what really is retention. And I loved that Genevieve's definition of that. That was it's relationship development with your precious customers and protecting the hard work of capturing a customer's trust. That's all that retention really is, right? And so we talked about um, just nurturing our customers and creating additional trust through support, engagement, experiences, right? Events, all that stuff. And and the other suggestion, or probably stronger than a suggestion, that Genevieve has for us is stop telling people about your culture and start inviting them into it. And I just love that. I mean, I had that starred from last time, like start inviting them in. And then, like, maybe some of you have, accountability. There are a bunch of different ones for the cruise, accountability chats, and things like that. And I'm just reminding you, accountability is not someone just pointing their finger, telling you what you're doing wrong. It is someone who wants to come alongside of you and say, we're doing this together. We're going to grow together. We're going to overcome obstacles. We're going to celebrate together, like all those things. That is truly what accountability is. Okay. So then that's kind of where I stopped, right? So that's just a little summary. But I really want to talk to you, like, well, what is the strategy? Um, and of like doing like what is our strategy then, okay, now that we're talking about this. And really it's about teaching. It's about teaching and teach the and okay, let me say that again, okay, because it's kind of fun. Teach the and conversion, okay? It's not just enrolling people, right? We're not just getting people to click a card and buy a product. It's buying the product, enrolling them, and retaining them. We have to kind of think of it almost all as one thing. So, and then when we're doing this, the enrolling and retaining, we're increasing, right, our percentage of retaining. And even if we do that just a little bit, you're increasing the stability of your teams. That's really what you're doing, right? Um, it helps to also increase the pay points overall for the company because you've got more people being consistent and purchasing. And because also what happens is when we have someone come in and purchase the first month and then they don't purchase the second month, we all know they're not being consistent, but what it really is a missed opportunity for us, right? And when you don't have that the customers reordering, you get burnt out. Like, that's the vicious cycle that nobody wants, right? So listen to this statistic. On average, it takes somebody 57 to 60 days to actually start sharing Plexus, right? Now, we have a lot of people who start to begin with, and we have people who start after a year, like, "Oh, dang, like, I'm loving these. This is silly. I'm not," but on average, it's 57 to 60 days. So, if we have people not even making it to the 60-day mark, it is just harder, it is missed opportunity, and it just becomes like this open-ended funnel where people just keep falling out, right? They don't have direction, they're not getting help, like, it's just hard, right? So, as leaders, we need to think about, well, how can we fortify our teams really and get our growth moving forward, and really that's all through customer service, that's retention, right? So and you're gonna have to bear with me because I didn't get some of this stuff printed out before I came. So I've got some stuff that is in snapshots. I'll put it into the slides. I'll put it into our chat. So I can't really go back and forth, but I'm going to talk about how to encourage improved team retention. All right. And again, it's the doing the both. It's enrolling and retaining, right? To keep stability in, really moving forward in rank advancement, increasing the pay point, honestly increasing happy customers and business builders, really. And it reduces burnout, right? And so here's the thing, it's not just about buying a product. That's what we have to remember, and we really have to transfer that belief to our customers. Like, first of all, they're buying you. It doesn't matter what you say, they're buying you. Yes, they get a product, but they're buying you. So, you really have to help them to understand, oh my gosh, this is so great that you're purchasing, you're going to click on your cart, you're going to get your product. But this is just the beginning of your journey. That's what you really need to let them know. This is the beginning of our relationship. This is just the beginning of the journey. You're not buying the product and I'm just like, hey, I hope you do well with it. That's just not the way we do it. So, um, it is really a mentality between sponsorship and just recruiting, right? Recruiting gets you in the door and it gets it done, and you got a new customer. Sponsorship keeps you and your team growing. It keeps the support of your customer. It's the I'm here for you for your entire journey. That's sponsorship. So the second part of really retention is really strong vision casting, and like an orientation and welcome calls and things like that. And I thought when she said that, I'm like, oh my God, that's what we're doing. I thought, yeah, that's why our team is successful. That's why we're successful, because now that is exactly what we're doing. Every Monday night, you can count on it. Every Monday, I mean, except for like a holiday, we're doing something Tuesday this month, but you know what I mean? So it's like, hey, you got your products, we've got a call that tells you, hey, welcome to our team. Welcome to Plexus. What can you expect? Kind of an orientation call. Hop on it. Guess what? After that, our team is fabulous. I know you've heard me talk about it. I post about it. I know you're going to love them. We've also got a team call right after that on Monday nights. So it's kind of like, I got your back. And with that, really, that is some vision casting, because they're going to hear things that they've never heard before, right? They're going to see our passion, our encouragement, like that we have goals, we know where we're going, we're just not aimlessly wandering around, right? So the sign, me, sign language, the sign for wandering is this. Like, you're just going, like, you're not, that's not what we're doing. We've got goals, we've got a straight path, we know where we're going, and guess what? We're reaching back and we're bringing them along. So, and that's how you train them. Hey, this is how we work together. This is how we support you. Um, and guess what? We can actually even help you get your products paid for. And you just need to, they say reach out to your new customers every 7 days. Yeah, I mean, minimum, okay? But when they're first starting, they need you to begin with, right? The first 2 months, they're just gonna be a little more needy, but that's okay because that's how you build long-term relationships. That's how they learn to love the products as much as we do. That's what I always think. Our goal is to help everyone else love the products as much as we do, right? And you know, continue to just give them different customer testimonials, before and afters. You literally can never give them too much of that. And she said that, and I thought, "Oh, that's good." Like, you're right. It's always encouraging. It gives them, and you follow up with this. It's the, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. Guess what? Let's do it together. That's what we're here for. So, all of this influence is retention, right? People sign up, they stay on the products because of you. And so let's see here. So you're going to have conversations with people as you're bringing them on, right? So you talk about the journey. You talk about, hey, I've got these you're going to get this amazing product discount on your first order, okay? I've got it all set up in your cart, and guess what? Plexus is so generous that they're giving you $10 off automatically next month to help you to be consistent. We want to make sure you're successful on your journey. It's not just the purchase. And guess what? We make it simple for you because, like with us, if it's not simple, nobody's going to do it. So you're talking about all of that as you're prospecting them and they're purchasing and all that stuff. And then once they're signed up, again, we're talking about our community. We're talking about, hey, we've got these Monday night calls. It's not just the quality of our products, it's the quality of our community and what we do and how we treat each other. And we always tell people, stay close to us. Stay close to us because that's where you're going to get the most value for this entire journey. And this was interesting because I never really thought about this. I mean, Genevieve like flat out said this for in the conversation. She's like, I understand that behavior changes can be scary, but that's why we're here for you. That's why you stay close to us. That's why it benefits you to stay with us. Ask us any questions. There are no questions we have not heard, right? We all think, oh my gosh, like I thought I had like the craziest question ever, or I never thought of that, or whatever. And then someone comes along. I'm like, people can ask anything. We're like an open book, and let them know that. Like, permission to speak freely to me, and sometimes you actually have to say that. We say that in our business chats. If I see something for somebody on my team and I see you guys on here, I will say, hey, do I have permission to speak freely and just share with you something that I'm seeing? And they're always like, go for it, right? And or maybe they'll say no. I think I've told Alita that. I might have told Alita that once. Anyway, I'm just a rebel. Um, so you let them know, hey, this is what I typically offer you. You tell them what you do, how you run your chats, how often you're going to pop in here. This is just a general, starting guide. But like, we're going to make it for you. That's the beauty of Plexus products. We do little get togethers every month. Sometimes we meet at the coffee shop. Sometimes we have pizza. Sometimes it's new people. Sometimes it's the team. And sometimes we'll just hop on a video call together and just chat and catch up. Like, let them know, hey, maybe sometimes we go out to lunch. I mean, there's all kinds of things. Let them know, like, this is what we do, this is how we are, this is what you're getting, right? And okay, so another facet of this is the whole retention thing is when we when we realize either because we're looking at our back office, right? We're being proactive and we see that somebody does not, a new person does not have their sub on, right? Or maybe somebody had turned theirs off from last month or something like that. Here's the thing, it's a great opportunity. I always let people know subs are not for me or the company. They're for you. They are for your success. They are so that you are consistent and that you are going to achieve the goals that you told us about. Because remember, I told you it's going to take at least 60 days. I tell people more like 90 or more, could be 6 months, like with me. Everybody's different. So, so you just let them know that that I made a commitment to you when you first started to support you in creating the new habits that it's going to take to reach your XYZ goals, whatever that is. And it's just like, whatever that is, you just fill in the blank. Like everyone benefits when you show up as your best and that you're consistent with Plexus. And that's where the subscriptions actually help you. And guess what? You've got a $10 coupon in there already just waiting for you that's automatically going to be applied. I can actually even help you if you want by sending you just another clickable link that has the products that you want with, and you can talk about what I know you love this, but maybe not that. Maybe you tweak their subscription, right? And so I just want to help you get back in the game, even if it's somebody who has been off for a little bit or whatever. Like, let's connect, like talk about it. Let's keep you moving forward and figure out what's getting in the way, right? It's like, what is getting in the way? So, all right, let's see here. So that feels really comfortable, right? Like that's not like, you don't have your subscription on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it is all in the way that we feel about it because our energy transfers to them. If you're like stressed out, this is where like belief and all that stuff comes in. If you're stressed out about subscriptions, and you're like, oh my gosh, they're going to think I'm pushing them, that transfers. Just like let it go, take a couple deep breaths. Ah, and again, kind of go through what I just said. I'll send you some of those slides. It's like natural. It is for them, right? And then let's see. Because really, if we're like thinking forward, okay, it's like we can never get tired of like really caring for our team, right? Connecting with them, helping them along. It is a relationship. You can do this, and I'm here for you. It just makes us different as a company as a whole. Like committing to be that company that does it the way it should be done. It could be done, but is rarely done, right? That's us. That's Plexus. And we want people to know that, right? And even Plexus I love how Plexus has goals too. They're not just sitting back there saying, well, I wonder what's going to happen with the business this month or this year. Like they have goals. Like one of the goals that they set is 500 new jewels in 2024. That's what they want, new jewel rank ups. So anyway, we just need to be that company that people are going to look to and they're going to be like, you guys got something special going on over there, right? It's not just about the products, it's about the connection, it's about the community, it's about our leadership, it's about us growing to be the best version of ourselves that we can be and helping others to do that, and really about our culture. So if you take everything that I said last week and this week, gosh, like it's simple, it's encouraging. It makes it seem like, oh my gosh, retention, we got this, nailed it. Like it's comfortable, it's conversational, right? And I know that we can all do it. So I'm really excited. Okay. Alita and I decided I know that we don't have the calls on Monday night, but let's do a leaders retreat call on Tuesday night, okay? And get things laid out, tell you what they're giving us points for and all that, all right? So we're going to help you guys kind of see the vision, set some goals. And so we'll share that graphic. I'm sure Lee's going to post it on the page. And for anybody local, we've got another wellness event in Mount Juliet. So get people there. And corporate is coming again. That means something. We got twice. So we've had, I don't know any other team out there, you guys, where corporate has come out twice. So, and Jennifer she's Jory's assistant. I don't know if that's actually the word, but they're team members. And she is fabulous. She has been in this field for 11 years of wellness, health, exercise. Like, she is bringing it. I had a Zoom with her. It's just going to be super fun. So if you're local, get there, get prospects there, get new business builders there, grab somebody and say, you are the one I want to do this with. Let's go. Okay. So that is it. I'm cutting it short today because we have mastermind. Remember, FOMO, you want to be on our mastermind calls. You want to hit that senior Ruby rank or Ruby and be in that $1 million container. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for just listening. And I just love you guys as our team. So have a good week, and I will drop, excuse me, I will drop the slides in there. Okay. See you guys.